Hey, everybody. I just heard something in the spirit that was so worth me just getting on this camera and sharing with you. So it's a couple of things. So I'm trying to get it out as quickly as I can. One was faith doesn't stop you from crying. What does that mean, Queen? It means that even though we believe God, and even though we're walking by faith, and even though we are smack dab in the middle of really trusting Him, it doesn't stop you from crying. It doesn't mean that there won't be tears. And it doesn't mean that your tears are not warranted. And it doesn't mean that they're not valid. They're simply feelings. So my encouragement to you is go ahead and let them jokers out. Go ahead and let them tears out. I will tell you something that happened to me the other day. Something that happened to me the other day was our youngest son, Caleb Joshua, joined the military. He went to the Marines. He's in boot camp right now. The exciting part about that, I'm excited now. I can smile now, but when I first found out, y'all know I'm a mom. So all kind of emotions and stuff was going out. Caleb had fasted a couple of months, and he didn't even tell us he was going. He didn't tell us until the day before boot camp, and he was leaving. So actually, God told Lawrence, and I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I heard Caleb going to Marines." So I text Caleb, and Caleb came back with 4 words: "Yes, ma'am, God said." Now, he know what to say to me because I don't argue with God said. If God told you to do something, and boy, you best believe you better get to doing it. But faith doesn't come without tears. So while I'm in faith and while I'm believing God, there was some tears. And I was trying to figure out what I was crying for because the tears really weren't valid. Nothing happened yet. There was no imminent danger. He heard God. So there's no better place to be than smack dab in the middle of the will of God. So I knew all those things were in place, but it didn't stop the tears. So I want you to know that faith doesn't stop you from crying. And it's okay to cry. Just don't stay there. And you know what? Part of my tears were, and I was trying to figure it out because I really wasn't sad. But as I was trying to figure it out, guess what I realized? They were tears of relief. They were tears of, it hadn't quite got to joy yet, but it was relief. It was relief that our son heard God. It was relief that he smack dab in the middle of the will of God, no matter what that looks like to me or what imminent danger it may mean. Tears were relief. And I don't know, I've only felt those kind of tears like twice in my life. So I almost didn't recognize them. That's how deep it was. But this is what I want to say to you. Well, I was going because I didn't even come on here to say that to you. I came to say to you that God is going to reward those who have been diligently seeking Him. God is going to reward those that have been diligently seeking Him. That's what I heard in my spirit before I came to the camera. So you get ready for your reward. Understand, your reward, Caleb doing what he's doing is a reward to me. I started fasting after he did, not knowing he was, but I understand now that he was in the valley of decision and a whole lot of things could have happened. And God just alerted me to fast for him. But he was already fasting and hearing God. So it means that the answer that God gives to you may not look nothing like what you thought it would look like. It may not appear to be in any shape, form, or fashion what you intended. But that's where trusting God comes in. I realize that's my reward. It's a reward for me to have raised him to hear God. And he said, Mom, Caleb, Joshua, they're 2 military leaders. What else do you expect me to do? And look at you. Look at the kind of mom I got. So I got excited about that. Caleb been going to spiritual boot camp since he could remember. So in this moment, I want to say to you, God is about to reward you for your diligence, for your effort, for all of the blood, sweat, and tears you've put in. Even the example you've been to your children, the prayers you've been praying for them. Your reward is coming. And don't put God in a box as to what that reward looks like. Just let him be God, because he's the only one that understands and knows completely what is necessary. All of our children have to have their journey, and we need to let them have them. Yeah. So get ready for your reward. There may still be some tears in the midst of it, but recognize the valid tears of joy, the valid tears of relief, and the valid tears that come with your diligence because you've been seeking God. Because you can choose to be either pitiful or powerful. Choose only one though, darling, because you can't be both. I love you.